Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Big alert, big alert. Check smash, check smash. Bronco switch, roll.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. From the gun is Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Play action now with Purdy. Finds his back, complete.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Defense showing blitz. Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Richardson on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Colts ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And this was certainly a miss hit, low and pretty short. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt not what they needed. It only goes 24 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense.
Let's go now.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll run here on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
19 Lions. Ready?
Here he is on third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Colts will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboy in. 18, Pioneer. 70 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and he's kind of waiting. But you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Throwing on third and long. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. What a hit! And the ball's loose! And the fumble recovery is made. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Purdy setting up that play action. That one's caught along the left sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Purdy throwing here on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Handoff now out of the gun. And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, San Francisco. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Mevis ready to send this one away. Brown with a return here. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. We're through 1 quarter of this opening week. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
First down throw by Purdy. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ricky, here we go. Go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Reload. Set go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, sack.
They give it to him again. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Complete to Pearsall. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Motioning the tight end now.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On first down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Roll.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Thrown on the run, deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
From the 31. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They motion the slot man right. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie things up at 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Come 19! Come 19! 19 tight! 19 tight! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Caught quickly on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he only manages 1. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Chop 60! Chop 60! Hut, hut!
Now it's Purdy. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And the gun is Purdy. Hits his running back. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Bronco! Here we go! Here we go! Hurt! Hurt! Right there! Hurt! Hut!
To throw again, it's Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Mevis able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Brown with a return here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Oh, he got free. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I can think of an older football video game title where 30 yards to go was the default and easily attainable by an offense. Well, this is not that title. And this is borderline impossible. In fact,
that's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Mark that one down as a 35-yard punt in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
The give here on 2nd. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Colts pick it up.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Okay, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's going deep this time. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Their punter making his way out now. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
I'm sure, Kate, that the coaches would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. There's no additional damage done, however, this time. Fortunately, get the ball back, and everyone could breathe just a little bit easier.
Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey. 18, pioneer. Check go.
Purdy on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away.
He loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead off the turnover. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. He finds him on the crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Richardson. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. On the move, headed right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10, again it's Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Brown with a return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on, set, hook.
After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Yaya Diaby brings him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's caught at the 25. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Set. Go.
Hand off to the back. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready? Set, go.
That finds Ayuk complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win.
Ready up.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Let's go now. '70 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Jack Panther. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's caught for the 1st. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Smash. Smash. Ready.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. far sideline. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19. Cup 19, Cup 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. Get up.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
60, trap 60.
2nd and 8. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
79 Bronco. Check. Ready.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 49-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action with Richardson. Forced out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Richardson now. Getting out to his left. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Irving. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
Us quarterbacks, Kate, yeah, you'll hear us say things like our best friends are the blockers up front or the go-to receivers. But a returner who could give you a short field coming out just like that, well, he's someone maybe you take to dinner during the week as a thank you for that great field position.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here.
Brings up 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Low, low. Check, 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 check. 19 Lion.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ready. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
Back to throw it. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
And 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Ready.
To throw, Richardson. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it at the 30. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Let's go now.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Let's take 19.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Colts find a way to tie it late. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives him the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
49ers 34.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Irving. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
Trailing by one score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
He'll look to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And it's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They'll run here from the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on first. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for two.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Seven Pirates. And up.
Here he is to throw. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Mevis ready to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Setting up to pass. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. and he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful.